What's up everybody, it's your boy Hugh here from Creator Up. Today, I finally received my brand new GoPro Fusion in the mail. And I'm very excited to do an unbiased review of this camera. There are currently lots of hype on this camera. People who own it love it. To an extent, they kind of glorify what this camera can actually do. Is GoPro Fusion the best 360 video camera out there in the market? We will find out in this series. We will compare the Fusion with one of the biggest competitor, the EVR here, the EVR 360 video camera right here. As you all know that the E4K action camera is the biggest competitor of the GoPro Hero 5 or 6. So it's natural to compare these two cameras together side by side in the 360 world to see from the video quality, the image stabilization, low light comparison, and photo quality, see which one do a better job. And then we will have a head-to-head battle between the GoPro Fusion and the everybody favorite, the Xiaomi Mi Sphere camera right here. This little bad boy only costs $180 right now on a Black Friday sale. Very cheap camera compared to this $700 GoPro Fusion. So basically compare them in the 360 photography category because this camera obviously is not going to take better video than the Fusion. So I will compare them in both regular JPEG mode and the raw photo mode. Well, we'll see which one is the best for interior photography. But I can tell you right now the Mi Sphere will win just because the Mi Sphere can do HDR raw blanketing photos. Check out this tutorial right here. I go into detail on how to do HDR blanket video with this $200 camera. Without HDR, no matter how great Fusion can be in retaining high line, the outside will be overexposed with only one raw image instead of blanketing. So, sorry GoPro, you probably run on that category. But again, I will do an in-depth comparison to see the image still quality between these two cameras. And then lastly, we'll talk about the gimmicking feature of this camera, which is over capture. It's one of the best selling feature, or at least one of the best selling advertisement feature of GoPro is free capture. But honestly, GoPro Fusion is not the first camera can do that. You can actually do over capture with any camera with the free GoPro Reframe app. It's by their own app. So in the old time, if you have an Auto Video Panel Pro, you already have the Reframe app. But right now, it's just free. You can download the GoPro Fusion app, and then you have that app plugin in your Adobe Premiere and Adobe After Effects. But if you don't want to touch Adobe Premiere and After Effects, you want to do it 100% in-app, well, there's other option right here. It's the Insta360 which already do amazingly free capture. That's what they call it. But basically, it's over capture in iOS and Android app, already available out there in the market, and this camera only costs $299 and actually went out on sale for $265 in a Black Friday sale. Check the link below. So for what GoPro does, advertising, free capture is actually not even available right now in the app. It will coming out though in next year. So when this app come out, we will do a comparison review between the Insta360 and the GoPro Fusion in-app free capture to see if actually worth to spend that much money to get free capture. And also GoPro claimed that the free capture, each frame can get the 1080p HD. Well, let's find out if actually that resolution. But in my opinion, I do a lot of free capture. If you check out my Instagram, I do a lot of like free capture video already. I'm actually using this big boy, the Insta360 Pro, which shot 8K. So anywhere I pan from 8K to 1080p or to even 4K is possible with this camera. And I can easily do that with the GoPro Reframe app in Adobe Premiere. And then potentially, you can spend almost the same amount of money to purchase the Fusion, which is $700, and instead you can purchase all three of this camera together. It's almost the same price. So is it wise to spend that much money to get the GoPro Fusion? If you are planning on buying the Fusion or just any good 360 video camera, this is the series for you. So hit the subscribe button right there and let's roll the unboxing. Grab the camera right here, push your finger right here, this triangle, you push it and slide it on top and we'll pop the battery unit out right here. So now you can put your battery and SD card in. And actually be careful when you put your SD card in, that's a little bit tricky. I would recommend you to put in the SD card in first before the battery. So what I have here is the 64GB Toshiba card. It's a class 3 SD card, mini SD card. You don't need to use this brand. You can actually use SanDisk or any brand you have just to make sure the card is fast enough. This card is fast enough for me, so I will use that. So the tip is right here. You see the T right here? It's actually pointing outside. The label's pointing inside, like that. And slowly, be careful, slide in because it's actually really kind of difficult to slide in. When you're in, you push it in a little bit using your fingertip to push it in. You feel the lock when the card is in. Hopefully you can see it. And then same here, the T is pointing outside of the lens. So see, T outside, same direction of the lens. So push the other side in as well, right here. Be careful, push it. Use your fingertip to push in and will lock right in, right there. Hopefully you can see it. And then now you put the battery in. The battery, the long T side is point up. You can simply slide in. And the battery actually have indication say SD1 and SD2. And then you can safely close your unit. And now you can flip the other side. If you want to charge your battery, push right here. Again, slide up, open up. You open up your USB-C portal. You can plug this in right there. And then plug the other side in your computer and start charging your GoPro Fusion. So now, turn the camera on. It's right here, the mode, hold it. The red light turn on. The screen turn on. Say Fusion, 3 beat. And first step, it asks you to select a language. Right there. Hopefully you can see it. And go ahead and select English. Yes. Turn on GPS. Yes. Turn GPS on. Using voice control. Yes. English, US. Okay. And then connect to GoPro App. Yes. Okay. Now I need to go grab my phone and connect to the GoPro App. Be right back. Okay, so we are back. Now we gotta talk about how to set up the GoPro Fusion with your mobile app so to get your GoPro Fusion ready to outside for shooting. So open the Fusion app right here. So if you download the GoPro app, you choose a regular GoPro app. It will ask you to connect to your GoPro Fusion. That is the one I collected before. So just go ahead and turn the camera on by hitting the power button right here. So now the GoPro Fusion is on. And in here, my phone detected the Wi-Fi already. So just go ahead and hit that and search for camera. And then ask me to join this. The first time you actually give you the Wi-Fi password and the Wi-Fi name, and you just connect that the first time. The next time you just directly join. So the mobile app is actually very, very good for the GoPro Fusion app. It's really easy to connect, at least on iOS. And the first time you connect to the camera, they actually ask you to update the camera firmware. So you should always do that. Keep your camera firmware in the latest version. So go ahead and hit update. It asks you to accept the condition. And now to go ahead and just transfer the file from the phone to the camera right now. And I will fast forward this part so you don't need to see through it. Okay, so now as you see the screen, it says all set. The update is done. Now flip around the camera. As you see right now, the LED screen is back to normal. So go ahead and hit done. And just go ahead and connect the camera again. Join. Great, now you see a live preview of the GoPro Fusion. This is actually also my first time to connect the phone, the GoPro app with the camera. So we gonna together learn it, the iOS app. Pre-warning though, this is brand new camera, just released less than a week. The app is still pretty raw. According to reported crash a couple times, so hopefully we did not crash here. So hopefully in this update, we have a better, more stable app for the GoPro Fusion. But go look around right here, you see me right here. Zoom in, that is my E camera on the top of the Obsidian Go. So great. So go ahead and take a picture, just tap this. It's actually take a video. So now the GoPro Fusion is taking a video right now. Okay, stop this. Okay, let's hit little camera icon. As you see, we have video, photo mode. So let's go snap a picture. Wow, look, the color is just different right now, immediately. Interesting. So go ahead and snap a picture. So now the camera take a picture. Great. So we also have night mode. So shooting image at night. The colors all changed now. It's become all yellowish. So it's great. So it's really intelligent camera, which is a good thing, right? And then we also have burst mode, which is to time lapse and multiple pictures at the same time. And by the way, pay attention here. They also tell you how long the SD card left, 2 hours and 23 minutes in my case, and the Wi-Fi and location and the battery. So all displayed on top is really like user friendly. But let's hit the gear icon and look at the setting. So right now we are shooting in 5.2K in 30 frames per second, but you can also shot 3K in 60 frames per second and provide this 60K slow motion, which is great. And it's up to 3K. This is actually really good. And the frame rate we here, 30 frames per second. And then you can enable Pro Tune. So now Pro Tune is turned off, but let's go ahead and enable Pro Tune. And then the ED composition, ISO limit, let's set it to 800, actually 400, because it's a pretty bright room right here in the studio. Okay, I don't think you have the Pro Tune setting like what you get from the GoPro Hero 6 or 5 or 6. So the Pro Tune is actually pretty just optional to turn on, and ISO limit. So great. So now you see the voice control I turn on, so I can voice control the camera to capture, stop recording, start recording, which is a cool, great feature as well. Because I just said recording, right? And it actually recognized my voice and start recording from my camera. That is like magic. Okay, so stop recording. Stop. Well, I don't know the voice command for stop recording, but the camera is recording right now, which is weird. So let's just try to stop it right here. So now stop recording. But let's go ahead and turn off voice control, so I would not say any recording. The camera just magically stop recording. So that is all the voice control stuff. You can turn the beat off. You can turn the LED on and off. So quick capture, which is you can set through quick capture, GPS, language. So all the regular stuff that you get setting on the camera. But the setting is really like straightforward, simple, not as many options compared to the E360 VR camera, which is have a lot more setting on this camera, the mobile app. So the GoPro is pretty straightforward. That's it. That's all your setting is. I did not find a way to adjust the ISO in the set setting. There's no way to shutter speed. There's no way to say like using a flat color mode. Maybe Pro Tune is their flat color mode. And also, yeah, there's not much setting you can do on a video camera. Again, this is an action video camera and not designed for professional use. So that's probably why they make the setting so simple. So if you're an advanced videographer, you want to really control this setting, doesn't have the freedom like this camera that you can do. You can control ISO, you can control your shutter speed, you can control all these other settings. This camera doesn't have it for the Fusion, unfortunately. But let's go ahead and take a look at the photo, see what kind of setting we have in here. So in photo, we can have a 60 MP megapixel. Yeah, that is megapixel. We can take RAW, which is great. So turn it on. It's one of the features like the GoPro Fusion will beat this E camera because E camera is not allow you to take RAW right now. It's only JPEG. This camera allows you to take RAW, which is meaning that can have a same or even better image quality compared to the little sphere, which also can take RAW, but I will compare that in photo mode in the next tutorial. This is just focus on the feature that the Fusion have. So you can turn RAW on, you can also turn Pro Tune on, pretty sure it's the flat mode, so we'll turn that on as well. Same thing will give you the ISO max. Let's make sure the ISO max only 400, because again, bright room here. And then have the EV compensation. Same setting. Let's go ahead and take a look at the night mode. The night mode actually allows you to control the shutter speed right now, because in the night mode you need to have a longer shutter time to capture more information into the camera, so you can do light painting and all the fancy photo you usually see nighttime photographers do. But they have this option, they from 2 seconds all the way up to 30 seconds, which is pretty great. Again, megapixel you can pick, but it's only one option. Again, in the night mode you can also have the option to turn on Pro Tune and set the ISO to whatever you want. Max out is 800, so keep the noise down in night mode. So I think this is a great feature of GoPro Fusion, make the nighttime photographer so much easier in filming. So great, good job GoPro. Last is the time lapse mode. So ask you how many photos you take per second. There's all the option right here, and also the same feature like Pro Tune on and not. So really simple format, really simple menu. So now let's go ahead and take some picture and some video and compare directly this indoor environment between the GoPro Fusion and the EVR camera. So I'm gonna move the E in. By the way, if you wonder what is the bottom of the E, that is actually a 6-lens 3D scale scopic video camera by Canon Obsidian Go. The image quality blow these two cameras out of the water is really great camera, but capture 3D stereo. Again, it's very expensive, so probably it's not action camera as well, so there's no comparison there. So I'll go ahead and turn the E on. Okay, now the E start recording. So again, filming right now is the EVR 360 camera. I post a link below of this actual 360 video. But look around me, look behind me, look at the outside to see if the highlight blow out. Look at that side, there's one window on that side. Pay attention to the highlight, see how much information you can see actually outside the highlight. And then I look behind me, so this really interesting bokeh right here in different color temperature lighting. That usually is pretty challenging on a camera like that. And again, try to look through the light, see if you see the detail of these two cameras over there, and the detail over there. Now, I gotta test out some stitching. So I gotta put on my hand on the stitch line, pretty far away, all the way in, really close to the camera, and then I gotta go around it. That is actually touching the camera right now. So definitely have stitching problem, but let's see how good the stitching. So now you see the E. Let's go back to the GoPro Fusion and take a look at how good is the stitching and image quality compared to the E. Okay, I moved back to Fusion right now because we forgot to test stitching here. So go ahead and hit record on the Fusion. So same location, right? Turn around, look behind me, try to look at the window outside, see how much detail you can see from the camera. Look at the window over there as well, and then try to pay attention to the bokeh right here. See the different mixing color temperature right here. Look through that, see if you can see my other camera over there. If you can see that far, the detail is really good of this camera. Now I'm gonna try to test the stitching. So I'm gonna move my hand on the side, really far away, really close to the camera, almost to the camera. So you probably see the stitch right there. And then go around the camera. And then go around on the right side, left side. Okay. So again, filming me right now is a GoPro Fusion. Before it's an EVR 360 camera, and I post this footage on my YouTube channel in 360 format. You can really see the different stitching comparison between this camera and this camera. Hopefully you will see the further comparison. Okay, that is my initial unboxing, setting up, review of the brand new GoPro Fusion camera, and do a really simple comparison between the camera right here, the EVR 360, which is a direct competitor with GoPro, the company. So that is just in the surface comparison. It's not really an in-depth comparison. So my next step is to bring this camera, bolt this camera outside and do some like shooting, video, time lapse, photo, nighttime photography, and get some really great footage, bring it into post in my computer and really dig into the detail, the quality difference between these two cameras, so it can help you to better understanding the GoPro Fusion and the E is coming up next. So if you want to watch that tutorial, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you like this video, please give me a thumb up. There's more tutorial coming up, compare photo raw quality between the Xiaomi E and the GoPro Fusion. Again, video quality compared with the E camera and the Fusion, and also the free capture tutorial, how to do it and how to compare it with the camera over there, the Insta261. So subscribe and I will see you next time.